Hey, welcome back to my channel. I actually just tried to record this and ran out of time and totally cut off the end of the video. So I'm going to try to do this again and try not to take as long to explain what I'm coming here to explain. So this is a video of how to stay organized, and this is part one, hopefully part one of maybe 2 or 3 video series of how to stay organized. My first tip to staying organized is to get yourself a planner, or what I suggest is what you're looking at now, which is a desktop organizer. Now, this is not my, I tweaked it a little bit, but I actually seen this. There was a girl on YouTube that I watched her video. I think her name is Daisy, and if I can find her, if I can figure out which video it is, I will link it below. But hers is very similar to this, and I just kind of tweaked it and made it my own. But basically, you're going to create a desktop wallpaper that you're going to make an organizer out of. So you can see that I have one for my school here. This is for me, for college. Then I have one for bills, one for to do and other, and one for my baby girl for her school and things. So just a brief overview of things that I keep in here. Like in my school, I have my Lanier Tech website and the website that we use for registration, our Angel, which is Blackboard, and then I have a couple folders for fall semester and admissions. And then in my bills and things to buy are just things that we need to purchase that month, and receipts from bills that we've paid. And bills that may be due, I'll put a post-it note in that as well. And then in to do and other, I keep all of anything else. So anything else that's on my desktop, I put it into this space with a post-it note with things that I need to do for that day. I didn't have anything today. It's Sunday. It's kind of like my day to relax. So yeah. And then this one is for my little girl who just started kindergarten. If you're new to my channel, she just started kindergarten. If you're not new and you've been watching for a little bit, like I just started this channel, so I only have a few videos. But if you would know that she just started kindergarten. So I just have like links to her school webpage and some folders and things like that. And I also we get newsletters every month, so I keep newsletter information for things going on during the month, and then I also keep all of the sight words and alphabet that they're going on for that week. So basically what you need to do to create something like this, you can create it just like it if you want, doesn't matter to me, but like I said, mine was a slight variation on what she had already done, so this is in no way something that I come up with on my own. I did watch her video and was able to kind of get an idea for some things, and then I did it myself. But I figured that she's actually the only person I've ever seen to do a video on a desktop organizer. So I thought maybe it could reach even more people if there was more than one person. So what you want to do is you want to open your browser, and right now I'm on this something other screenshot thing, and I've already kind of started this. But you just want to go to, let's see, I'm just going to go back to the beginning. We want to leave the page. Okay, so you want to go to PicMonkey.com. This is a free website where you can do photoshopping, touch-up, and this is perfect for someone that has things like a Chromebook, because obviously with a Chromebook you have to or you can't use things like Photoshop, and this has some very, very, very in-depth things that you can do for touching up. I mean, it's got things where you can do airbrush makeup, and you can do weight control, where you can like make somebody look slimmer. It's just like crazy what you can do. So anyway, what you want to do is you want to go to design, and you want to go, look at me. What am I doing? Sorry. Let me try this again. So what you want to do is you want to go to design, and they do have a pre-installed one for a Facebook cover if you wanted to make that. And then you want to go to the custom, And this is where you're going to put in your custom pixel resolution for your screen. And I think mine was 1366 by 7, I don't know, I think it was 786. I don't know. Either way, it doesn't matter. I'm not making this for mine. I'm just doing them. So here you have all of your options over here. And what you want to really start off with, what I usually start off with, is your canvas color. And I like to do something kind of soft. What I was going for, and on the others, on what I use, is for it to look more like a chalkboard. So I'm just going to use this one for right now. The next thing you can do, there's tons of stuff there, but I'm not here to necessarily review this. I'm here to show you how to make a desktop organizer. So next thing I do is I always go to effects, and my favorite effect, which is part of the Royale program. So the website is free, and there's tons of free stuff on here for you to use, but if you want to pay $4.99 a month, then you get extra stuff. And right now I'm part of the free trial, so I'm going to utilize the extra stuff. And I actually found this one is called Intrepid, and I just absolutely, oh my gosh, I just love this one. And you can like change the fade and things and make it look like, I don't know, like more pronounced and whatever. But that one's like my favorite. And then after I do that, I want to go down to overlays. Now you can go down to textures if you wanted to, and they've got so many different cool things. What a really cool one that I like is one that I like that one because it kind of looks like a chalkboard too. So I'm going to add that one because it's kind of cool looking. And then you're going to go to the little butterfly, which is overlays and geometric. And this is the one that I had in that. So like you want to just make some boxes or shapes or something that you can use to put your stuff in. Okay, so you just make them kind of like that. Okay, over here you have some options. You want to do a color border first. So let's do something in purple. I don't really like that color purple. Let's try something a little lighter. That one's good. And then the color, we want to make it white. You could make it black if you wanted to. That's perfectly fine. You can do that, but I'm just going to do purple. And so that each one of my little areas is the same size, you just can right click and duplicate your overlay. And then you can just kind of move it to where you want it. Like maybe like right there. Like let's just say that you just wanted to. I kind of made these kind of big. Let's say that you had a section that you didn't need as much room as you did in this one. So let's make it a little bit smaller and pull it down and pull it over some. And then we can change the color of it to something that's coordinating. Something like, kind of like that color too. And then we can go in here and we'll duplicate this big one because I think that I may want to put another big one like right here. And what we'll do is we can just right click on it and send it backward like that. Okay, we'll just kind of move it around. It's almost like a publishing thing. And then we'll change the color to something, I don't know, something, let's do something pink. Okay. Now, once you have that, you can go in and make some, let's do some banners. I'm going to just keep going down here till you find banners. And then let's do this one. And then we'll just put it kind of there. There's a really cool option here. You can just click on that, and then it will match. You just put it, hover over the color, and it will perfectly match it. And then we're just going to drag this and make it kind of the size of our shape. Something like that. And we can pull it down and over. That looks good. And then you could, you know, go in. We could definitely duplicate this one. And we want to make it this color because we know that that one's going to match because it's the same size. Oh my goodness. This is not PicMonkey that's so slow and laggy. It's my computer. So I do apologize for that. And then we can, I'm just going to do a new one for this one because I need to see how big I want to make it. So we can go ahead and change it to this color. And then just kind of drag it around. Make it a little bit bigger. And then I just want to scoot it over some. Perfect. Okay, and then once you get your banners, you can go in with your text tool. And I always use shadows into light too because I just love this text. I think it's so, or this font, I think it's so pretty. So let's say that we want to make this big purple one for college. You just double click on it and highlight it. We'll center it, and I want to make it white because I think that'll look the best. And then we can come in. We could increase the font to 100. I don't know. Sometimes you can. On the small one, you may not be able to. It may not be able to be that big. But since this is kind of, yeah, that's not going to work. I'm going to have to bring it down some. So let's do 80 and see what that does. Yeah, that should work. I really don't like 80 either. Let's try 70. So that we can see the end of the G, because that just looks kind of funny if you don't have the end of the G there. Okay, and then we could make banners or labels for each banner. And then I want to show you one more thing that's really cool in the overlay section because I'm running out of time here. You can go to this Cutimals. Oh my gosh, they have the cutest little animal things in here, and you can just like go in, like you could make him your little mascot for college because, you know, owls are supposed to be wise and stuff. So I think that's super cute. And then you could, like, if this one was like for I don't know, if it was for whatever, you could go in here with like your bugs. There's bugs. Like you could do a little butterfly that just kind of, oh my gosh. There is an undo button. Okay, I'm really running out of time now. But you get the gist of what you can do with this. And then all you have to do is save. And then you will save what you want it to be. So we'll just be desktop. And then we'll save to the computer. And then you know, go to wherever you want to save it at. And then you would just click save. And then that's where it would be. And then you could change it. So that's basically my part one of how to stay organized, is get you a good organizational desktop background. It will help. It's a great start to an organized life. And I hope you will subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.